Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum. Hello everyone. In this video, I'll show you how to add government into the construction of IS curve under the Simple Keynesian Model. Okay. So what we have done so far is that we have looked at the equilibrium condition, okay, in the closed private economy without a government. So this is the equilibrium condition in the product market where investment must equal to saving. Now, as we add government into the model, so our injection component would now have this government expenditure, which must be equal to the total leakage with this additional component of tax into the model. So now the product market would be in equilibrium if we have total injections equal to total leakages. Investment plus government expenditure equals saving plus tax. Now let's see how this will be reflected in our model. So we're going to start with the investment schedule. So this is our original investment schedule, which is downward sloping. Higher interest rate means lower amount of investment, while lower interest rate would give us higher level of investment. Now, government expenditure is assumed to be autonomous, independent of interest rate. Okay, so let's just say that this is the amount, okay, of G that we are introducing into the economy. So by adding this G, so now at all level of interest rate, okay, it will basically move, okay, our I schedule, okay, by this amount of G to the right, okay. So with this I, okay, plus G, okay, so now we have basically moved, okay, our investment schedule, okay, to the right, okay, with the addition, with the introduction of government spending G, okay. So now at R0, okay, our total amount of injection in the economy, okay, would be I0, which was the original investment, plus G, okay, the G component. So this is basically the size of the government expenditure. And similarly at R1, okay, at R1, our total injection is now I1 plus G, okay. So take note that since we are going to be using the 4-quadrant framework, so with this introduction of government, our investment schedule would basically in the 4-quadrant, it will basically shift to the left. Okay, it will basically be higher, okay, because of the introduction of government expenditure. So this shift, okay, the distance of the shift would be basically the amount of government expenditure. Okay, and similarly, tax is independent. Okay, so we assume that this government simply collect a lump sum tax, and it is independent of income level. So this is the amount of tax that is being collected. And with this introduction of tax, basically now what the household will do is that instead of just saving, there is an additional component of leakage where now they need to use their income, okay, okay, for either C, S, and T, okay. So now with this introduction of taxes, basically the saving schedule, okay, gonna be lower, okay, gonna be lower because household gonna have to basically redistribute, okay, some of their income into tax payment, okay, into tax payment. So we have a new S plus T, okay, S plus T curve, okay, which is to the left, okay, of the original saving. So now if there is a mirror here, because we'll be using the 4-quadrant framework, so our saving, our new leakage, okay, which consists of saving and tax, okay, would be shifted to the left. Okay, well, now let's see how does it look like when we use the 4-quadrant framework. Now, based on our previous discussion, with the introduction of government expenditure, basically our investment schedule, okay, would move to the left, okay, in this 4-quadrant framework. And similarly, our saving schedule, we're going to end up, okay, where our saving, okay, plus tax, okay, would now shift to the left. Okay, it would shift to the left. Okay, and so now on the horizontal axis, so this is no longer investment, but now we are measuring investment plus government expenditure, and this is saving plus tax on the vertical axis, okay, at the bottom quadrant. Now let's have a look how this will affect our construction of the IS curve. Okay, so at this, okay, low interest rate R0, okay, R0. So instead of I0 over here, we're gonna have I0 plus G. Okay, so now similarly, okay, if this is the saving that is needed for the product market to be in equilibrium, since now we have government, okay, government, so the additional government spending must be covered, okay, sufficiently by tax, okay, by tax amount. So with this introduction of tax, okay, so we're gonna have the corresponding income level would be Y0. So we have 1 point over here. And let's pick up another point when interest rate is higher. Okay, so let's say we pick up R1, okay, over here. Okay, so at R1, so this would be basically our I1 plus G. Okay, and this shall correspond to this S1, okay, plus T, and it will correspond to this level of income at, sorry, Y1. Okay, so we have another point, and this will be our new IS curve as we introduce government expenditure and taxes into the picture. Now, take note that the equilibrium condition is no longer I over S. The 45-degree line basically means that the amount of injections that we have must equal to the amount of leakages. So this basically, the 45-degree line represent all the points where I plus G, investment plus government expenditure, equals to saving plus taxes. Okay, so that's all for now. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you in other videos, inshallah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.